Scoob is garbage, and here's why. Now wait, don't click away, this isn't a Lily Orchard video. Let me explain. Now that we're all stuck at home, and with movie theaters desperate to live off their last breaths, most films this year either got postponed or got released on VOD. Scoob 2020 would fall in that category, and with it releasing a few days ago, I watched it and it really sucked. Like honestly, easily one of the worst animated movies of the past few years. So enough backstory, let's get into it. Since I've personally never seen any Scooby-Doo movies or cartoons in the past, I was pretty excited to see this when it comes out, as a way to maybe get into it a little bit, or at least understand the characters a little better. From the trailers, you'd assume this is a very heartwarming origin story with a cute animation and a nice tone, and you'd be right, it is, for the first 15 minutes. After that, we do a 10-second montage into present day, and we jump right into the action. I have to say, the first 15 minutes of this movie is really good, and although looking like every other animated movie these days, it felt heartwarming and sweet, and if you looked at the trailers, you'd assume the whole movie is like that. But nope, let's get that out of here and jump to the stuff everyone's already seen before. And fine, if they wanted to give us a quick origin story and jump into the action later, that would be fine, if the rest of the movie wasn't so terrible. Firstly, let's talk about something that I think will be a much bigger flaw as time progresses. You know these things called pop culture references? Sure you do. They're when a movie essentially breaks the fourth wall and mentions something from real life, like a brand or a celebrity. This movie is filled with them. I don't know if they got paid to mention all the pandering references in this movie, but if they did, that explains the entire production budget in a nutshell. Isn't it funny how he mentioned Judge Judy? Isn't it funny how we got Simon Cowell to voice himself as a group investor person? Isn't it funny how this character is wearing a Wonder Woman Halloween costume? And yeah, some of the stuff like Simon Cowell may have been funny, but how about the other 99% of it? And while this may be cringy today, think of how dated and irrelevant these jokes will be in only a couple years. If this is a fictional story where there's talking dogs and flying robot drones, then why do you also need to reference 100 things from the real world? It's like if SpongeBob promoted Raid Shadow Legends or something. Another thing I really noticed while watching this was how self-aware some of the writing was. Like, there was this one joke about how someone sounded like a hippie old guy who didn't know how kids talked, except that the whole script is literally that. You know that being self-aware works if you don't do the thing you're being self-aware about. Otherwise, it's just insulting that you know the problems but just doing them anyway. There was also this one scene where the characters just kept repeating the word on the screen right now, because technically it's a short form for Richard, and it can't get censored even though you yell it repeatedly in a kids movie. Like, they realize how insulting this is, right? Also, and this might just be me, but this movie's pace is incredibly fast. Like, this could have easily been 2 hours rather than 90 minutes. But they make everyone talk so fast and 1,000 plot points come from all directions that nothing feels impactful or meaningful. There's one scene where Scooby-Doo takes off Shaggy's collar, and it's supposed to be really sad, so they slow it down, but you can't feel the impact because you just watched the previous scene at the speed of light. See what I mean? Let's talk about the characters. Honestly, every secondary character here sucks. Falcon and his dog are in the movie because we need a cool superhero with a cape for the kiddies. And the villain of Dick Dastardly is so bland and underdeveloped that I honestly can't tell you anything about him. Like, what is he doing to those buildings? Is Nickelodeon Slime becoming sentient and taking over? Did Alpha from Up clone himself and turn green? Did Shrek turn liquid and take over the world? What's going on? No matter what though, Scoob is love. Scoob is life. All joking aside, I actually thought the climax of the film was pretty good, but the resolution is so fast that it only makes you sad for like a second before Shaggy comes back. Like, he may as well have stayed. We didn't need an Avenger-style sacrifice if you're gonna do it 10 seconds later. Anyway, let's move on to some more positive things. The animation was actually really great. I actually preferred this style to Onward and some other recent animated movies. But again, it does fall into the cliche look that every big budget animated film has nowadays. And I will admit, some of the pop culture references were ironically funny, and the Simon Cowell double unmasking at the end was a genius touch. Anyway, that's my review of Scoob. Aside from good animation and a couple of good jokes here and there, this movie pretty much sucks. However, it wasn't too hard to watch and kept me entertained, even as someone who's probably older than the main demographic, and someone who's never seen anything else Scooby-Doo. If I had to, I'd give this film a 4 out of 10. And side note, I kind of felt inclined to make this review, because Alexander the Great is mentioned a couple times in the story, and my name is actually Ario, which is based off a Persian military commander named Ario Barzan, who fought Alexander the Great at some point, so there's your connection. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more animation reviews, follow me on Twitter and join my Discord server for more fun, and check out my Onward review with the link below, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!